The Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ according to Matthew chapter 15, beginning at the 21st verse. At that time Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a Canaanite woman of that district came and called out, "Have pity on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But he did not say a word in answer to her. His disciples came and asked him, "Send her away, for she keeps calling out after us." He said in reply, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and did him homage, saying, "Lord, help me." He said in reply, "It is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Please, Lord, for even the dogs eat the scraps that fall from the table of their masters." Then Jesus said to her in reply, "O woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed from that hour. The gospel reading this morning puts before us a pagan woman of tenacious faith. The initial response of Jesus to her desperate cry for help was one of silence. When the woman persisted with her request and Jesus addresses her directly for the first time, he seems to dismiss her request in a rather harsh fashion. Just as the woman was not put off by Jesus' silence, she is not put off by his seemingly harsh refusal. She takes Jesus' image of feeding the children rather than the house dogs, the people of Israel rather than the pagans, and turns it to her own advantage. Eventually, Jesus acknowledges her persistent and humble faith and grants her request. The gospel reading suggests that as far as Jesus was concerned, the time had not yet come to bring the gospel to pagans. It would come later, after his death and resurrection. Yet this woman succeeded in bringing forward that timetable by her persistent faith in the face of the Lord's great reluctance. Jesus spoke at one point of a faith that can move mountains. This woman's faith certainly moved Jesus. This pagan woman encourages all of us to remain faithful, even when the grounds for faithfulness seem to be very weak. She inspires us to keep seeking the Lord, even when the Lord appears to be silent and distant.